Alright, so based off the title, you guys are probably wondering, what the fuck are you uploading? Now, this is like a topic I've just wanted to talk about for some time, just because, you know, it relates to me a lot. So what I noticed in this, you know, Call of Duty community and just the people that, you know, play video games and everything is that a lot of people are actually depressed. Now, if you are depressed, I would like to say that, you know, it's normal, it's completely normal. And, you know, I was completely depressed for like 4 years, actually a little bit longer than that. I actually went to therapy for about 4 years. I had a psychiatrist for 3 years. I had depression, anxiety, everything, you name it. And it was a really hard time for me. And a lot of people, you know, I'm going to use Twitter as the example, but a lot of people on Twitter just, you know, I can just tell that they're like depressed people. They're unhappy people. And it really sucks. I really do wish everybody was happy, but, you know, that's impossible. Like, it's fact. I'll literally see them just talking shit to someone. I'll go to their Twitter, creep a little bit. I'll look through their tweets. They'll tweet about, you know, how much they hate their family, or how much they hate their mom, or how much their mom makes them mad, or just something like that. And it's not like depression is some, you know, sick disease and that, you know, you're too cool to have depression. Everybody has depression at some point in their life. It's nothing that's like, you know, only freaks have it or only emo people have. Like, don't ever look at it like that. Chances are you have depression. If, you know, you ever get sad for a long period of time, a lot of people are depressed and it's completely normal. Now, I had professional help with that, and, you know, it helped me a lot. I mean, at some points I did, you know, slide down a little bit, but then you always think about it, and everything I learned from, you know, having a therapist and everything, and just, you know, things actually worked out a lot better. Now, I know I say play video games because I love it, and the truth is I do love playing video games, but I originally started playing video games because of depression. And people love the online world because you can just get online and it's not reality. You can do whatever the fuck you want and it's not reality. But the reason I started playing video games and everything is because, you know, the same thing with me. I was depressed. And, you know, my real life dad, like my real father, like my biological father, you know, he would always argue with my mom. They were arguing non-stop. Best thing to do, plug in some headphones, play RuneScape. And that's originally, you know, when I first started, you know, using video games to deal with my depression. Because that's a hard thing. If your parents never argued when you were growing up, that is fucking awesome. Like, I'm happy for you if that was the case for you, because a lot of people's parents, you know, they argue and everything. My dad used to like beat the shit out of my mom, then he just finished beating her up and come beat me up, and it was bad. But I remember playing RuneScape all day, and my dad just breaking a keyboard. My real dad, when I was like, I don't know, 10 or younger. I'm not too sure how old I was, but I was really, really young. It was literally right before, you know, I stopped talking to my dad / left or whatever. But, you know, just way back then, and I'm honestly glad he did, to be honest. Not beat the shit out of me, I'm glad he left, is what I'm saying. But I'm saying, you know, he beat the fuck out of me for playing RuneScape all day, and it was really bad. But the only reason I played RuneScape that much was to kind of just, you know, take a break from reality, because I never had, like, a happy family. And just a lot of people on here are sad. I always see it, a lot of depressed people, and it makes sense, because video games, it's a nice way to get, you know, escape reality. But what people, you know, fail to do is that they get on, you know, online social medias, and they just bring their depression with them, and it's just creating bigger depression for. Now, I'm not a therapist. I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm a therapist. I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm a fucking psychiatrist. I'm not making it sound like I know everything, but, you know, I know enough. As it stands right now, I am extremely happy with life. Do you see me fucking bringing people down? No. And don't say it's because, you know, you have a large following. If I was a fucking asshole, I'd be an asshole. I don't care if I have every single person in the world watching me. I'm always gonna be me. I'm always gonna act like myself. Just because I have a big following, or just because people say, oh, the sponsors are watching. I don't care about that, you know. I'm always gonna be me. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna, you know, pretend to be someone I'm not, just to, you know, act like a whole different person. I'm me. I'm one person, you know. I'm Norden Shad. That is me. I act the way I am in real life. I act the way I am on Twitter, YouTube. That's just me. So yeah, that's pretty disappointing, huh? You guys expect me much more awesome, but no, that's me. Now, I urge all of you guys, you know, try to be happy. Do shit that makes you happy. And telling people to kill themselves over Twitter, that's not a great thing to make you feel happy. Now, as much as people don't like admitting this, whenever you're depressed, you try to, you know, enforce hate on other people, because that's something that I did when I was depressed. You know, I would always, are you kidding me? Like, when I would get into like Halo 3 lobbies, everybody, I would tell you get cancer, you get cancer. I was the original get cancer kid. Like, when I was depressed and I was upset, and then you look at yourself back and you're like, what the fuck was I doing? That is something I totally think is just wrong to do, and there's really no reason to do that if you're happy. Or people that use the excuse, dude, it's just the internet. It's obviously not real. Like, because nobody truly has a mixed personality. Like, you can't go from being a total fucking asshole or douchebag online and then realize, dude, everybody loves me. Are you kidding me? My life is fucking great. That just doesn't exist. And I'm sorry if you think your life is great and, you know, you get online, you're some completely different person, chances are you're lying to yourself, because that just doesn't make sense. If you're happy, you don't give a fuck to tell people to do all those things. You don't give a fuck to have conflicts. You don't care to have bad things in your life. You just want positivity all over you, because your life is going so great and all you are concerned about is yourself. And I'm just using the get cancer thing as, you know, an example. I know a few people say and probably aren't depressed or anything. Like, I don't know, this came to mind, and I'm not saying that every single person that tells another person, I gotta stop using the get cancer thing too, but I'm just saying people that tell each other to die or just talk shit online, I'm not saying every single person is depressed, but I'm saying I know there's a lot of younger people that do that stuff and they don't fully get it, and probably by the time they're like 18, 16, 17, they're probably gonna stop. But I'm talking about for like, you know, the older people that are like 19 and you're online telling people to kill themselves and all that stuff. Obviously, you're not too happy. I truly believe that everyone deserves happiness, and that's why, like, I don't choose to judge people. Like, even if you're the biggest fucking cocksucker to me on Twitter or, you know, on Xbox or just anything online, I don't hold that against people because I know that they don't really have the worst intentions. I know they're not trying to, like, not physically, but they're not trying to, like, actually, like, hurt my feelings or anything. They're just, I don't know, it could be a number of things. Like I said, I always try to find the good in people, and I know that there's, you know, a lot of good people. For every bad quality, there's a good quality. And I don't think that, you know, people are assholes for the way they act on Twitter. So don't ever, you know, call someone a douchebag or make a judgment on someone just off, you know, a few tweets or, you know, just little things. And don't listen to, you know, bullies. If you have bullies at school, I was never bullied, thankfully. My life would have been a fucking disaster if I ever was. But I was always, you know, one of the taller guys, so I never got fucked with. But for some people, you know, that isn't the case. And I hate how people take their lives for granted. Like, say somebody, you know, he was super cool at school, and he had a lot of friends, and, you know, girls always liked him. And then he makes fun of, like, you know, a little guy that has no friends and he's never had a girlfriend or something like that, and that's just completely taking it for granted. You should definitely be more appreciative of what you have. Take a second right now, you know, pause the fucking video if you need to, open up a notepad. No, you can just use your head. You don't need a notepad. Just think about it. Think about all the good things that you have that other people don't. Like, for example, fucking arms, for one. A hat. Okay, everybody has a hat, but yeah. Arms, for example, you know, like, would you make fun of a kid with no arms? Like, would you fucking do that? Just because you have arms, say, ah, ha, 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 I have arms and you don't. No one fucking does that. I really hope no one does that. So, like I said, I don't want to keep this, like, a super long video, but I just urge you guys, you know, find happiness in your life. Just fuck trying to make other people upset, you know, to make yourself feel better, because that's just a really shitty way to go about it. If you're not depressed and you love making fun of people, I mean, all the power to you. If that's just how you want to live your life, I mean, that's cool too. But you know what I mean? It's whatever, you know, you do you, always. So, but I really urge all of you guys to be happy, and as long as you're happy in life, you know, fuck what everybody else says. If you're happy fucking playing with sheep, you fucking play with sheep, man. I just really want to get this off my chest because, you know, like I said, I just want you guys, you know, relate to me, because I know that there's so many of you guys that aren't happy with life, and I want you guys to know that it gets better. It really does. It does get better in life as long as you make it. You know, you are the only factor in life that, you know, you choose your emotions. But anyways, you guys have a great day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you guys. It's been your boy Northern Chat. I love you guys so much. Take it easy, everybody. Keep it real.